Welcome to our in-depth technical analysis of EVTV, a NASDAQ-listed stock. In this video, we'll break down the latest trends, key technical indicators, and what the data from the past 3 months reveals about EVTV's price action. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, understanding these technical signals can help you make more informed decisions. Let's begin by setting the stage with a quick overview of the current price, recent trading activity, and why EVTV has caught the attention of market watchers lately. As of January 6, 2026, EVTV is trading at 0.605 per share. This price marks a significant shift from its previous highs and lows over the last 3 months. The most recent trading session saw a substantial volume of over 329 million shares, indicating heightened market activity. This price point is especially notable when compared to the 52-week high of $14 and the 52-week low of 0.332, placing EVTV near its lowest levels of the year. Let's explore what's driving this movement. Moving averages are essential tools for identifying trends and smoothing out price fluctuations. For EVTV, the short-term simple moving averages, SMA5 at 0.427, SMA10 at 0.44 are well below the longer-term averages, SMA50 at 1.04, SMA200 at 1.82. This downward alignment suggests a persistent bearish trend. The exponential moving averages EMAs follow a similar pattern, reinforcing the negative momentum. Such a configuration often signals continued downward pressure unless a reversal occurs. Bollinger Bands provide insight into volatility and potential price breakouts. For EVTV, the upper band sits at 1.35, the middle at 0.699, and the lower at 0.046, with a wide bandwidth of 1.87. The current price is positioned at 42.77% within the band, indicating it's closer to the lower end. This suggests increased volatility and potential for sharp moves, but also highlights the risk of further downside if support levels fail. The MACD indicator is a popular tool for gauging momentum and trend direction. For EVTV, the MACD value is -0.199, with a signal line at -0.203 and a small positive histogram. This setup points to weak bullish momentum, but the overall trend remains negative. The MACD momentum is slightly positive at 0.032, suggesting a potential but not confirmed shift. Traders should watch for a crossover or a stronger histogram for signs of a true reversal. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, helps identify overbought or oversold conditions. EVTV's RSI 14 is at 42.28, with longer-term RSIs also below 50. This places the stock in a neutral to slightly oversold territory, but not yet at extreme levels. The stochastic RSI, however, is at 100, indicating a recent sharp move that could be a short-term overbought signal. These mixed signals suggest caution for both buyers and sellers. Volume analysis reveals a dramatic surge in trading activity. The latest session saw over 329 million shares traded, a stark contrast to the average daily volume in previous weeks. The volume ratio over 20 days is 17.56, and the relative volume stands at an extraordinary 43.68. Such spikes often precede major price moves, either as a result of news, speculation, or institutional activity. High liquidity can attract both short-term traders and long-term investors. Volatility is a key factor for risk management. EVTV's 30-day volatility is 15.17, with true volatility and NATR 14 both at 21.67. The Bollinger Band width of 1.87 further confirms the heightened volatility environment. Such conditions can lead to rapid price swings, making stop-loss strategies and position sizing even more critical for traders. Understanding volatility helps set realistic expectations for price movement and risk. Support and resistance levels provide important reference points for traders. For EVTV, the nearest support is at 0.491, while resistance is at 0.759. The current price sits between these two, suggesting a potential trading range. If the price breaks below support, further downside could be expected. Conversely, a move above resistance might trigger a short-term rally. Monitoring these levels can help traders plan entries and exits. The trend strength score for EVTV is 5.56, and the trend quality index is 314.4. These metrics suggest a weak but present trend, with some underlying quality in the movement. However, the negative MA alignment and a downward linear regression slope -0.018 reinforce the bearish outlook. Traders should be cautious, as weak trends can quickly reverse or lose momentum. Momentum indicators provide clues about the speed and direction of price changes. EVTV's momentum 10 is positive at 0.189, but momentum 20 is negative at minus 0.585. The rate of change ROC 14 is sharply negative at minus 45.98, and the percentage rate of change ROCP 14 is. These conflicting signals suggest short-term bounces within a longer-term downtrend, a common pattern in volatile stocks. The average directional index, ADX, measures trend strength. EVTV's ADX 14 is at 31.67, indicating a moderately strong trend. The plus DI 14 at 30.77 and minus DI 14 at 26.04 suggests sellers have a slight edge. The directional movement index DX 14 is low at 8.34, hinting at a lack of clear dominance. Overall, the trend is present but not robust, and traders should be alert for potential shifts. Money flow index MFI 14 is extremely high at 90.33, suggesting strong buying pressure or a recent influx of capital. On balance volume OBV is also elevated at over 281 million, reflecting the recent volume spike. However, negative accumulation distribution AD and Chaikin oscillator values indicate that despite high volume, selling pressure may still be present. This divergence is a warning sign for potential volatility ahead. EVTV's 52-week high is $14, while the low is 0.332. The current price of 0.605 places the stock at just 2% above its lowest point for the year. This dramatic decline highlights the risk and potential for sharp rebounds but also underscores the need for caution. Stocks trading near their lows can attract bargain hunters, but they can also signal underlying problems. To sum up, EVTV's technical indicators paint a picture of a stock under significant pressure, with high volatility, heavy volume, and a persistent downtrend. While some short-term momentum and volume spikes offer hope for a rebound, the overall trend remains bearish. Traders should closely monitor support and resistance levels, watch for changes in momentum, and manage risk carefully. As always, technical analysis is just one part of the puzzle. Combine it with sound research and risk management for the best results.